Welcome.
Hello, hello.
What's good? It's tome time. Wait, no, I'm Brendan.
And I'm Bridget.
And it's tome time. Yeah, that's the energy I'm bringing.
Let's do it. We're wrapping up March today.
We're wrapping up March. It was a month.
It was
and it happened.
That happened.
Bridget read more than double the amount of books, so she's going to start.
That's fair.
Take it away.
Okay.
Oh, hey, did you guys notice something new about this video?
Ta-da! Fancy!
Yeah.
Hopefully they sound better.
And we're in a living room.
And we are in my living room instead of the office.
Yep.
Hopefully it looks better.
Hopefully it looks like, wow, it'd be super chill to sit on that couch and talk about books.
Honestly, it is. And this is a very comfortable couch.
Yeah. Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
This is a chill-ass video.
It is. It is a chill-ass video.
How you wrap some books?
Okay. Now I feel like I have to be extra comfy.
Do you want me to move that and you can have a footrest?
No.
Oh, that works.
I'm set. Okay.
I'm going to fall asleep.
Make sure you tell us if you have thoughts or comments on this versus the other one. Anyways, I started the March of the
It's called the month of March.
Thank you.
It's the third one.
I read a book called Out of the Woods by Bonam-Young. What?
Bonam-Young. What's her name?
Not that.
Bonam-Young.
Bonam-Young. Oh my god. Anyways.
Sorry, Hannah.
It is a romance book. I usually read one per quarter just to, keep it interesting.
What's a quarter? Every 3 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was excited about this one because some of my friends that have read her other books really like her as an author. And this one specifically is about a couple that's been in a relationship for a long time. So it's rather than like a little meet cute where they instantly fall in love. It's like, hey, we've been married forever and now things are getting hard. And how do we put it back together type situation? And as
I know how.
You do?
It's the little things.
Is it?
I don't know. I just said that. Seemed right.
I feel like your relationship could be considered long term.
I mean, yeah, but not like long.
No, not like as long as mine.
One day it will be.
Yeah.
But right now it's like
still a baby.
Baby long.
Baby long. Not middle-aged.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
But also I'm only 27. Nope, 28. 28 years old.
Yeah.
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 Anywho.
Anyway, it was fine. First of all, I felt like the problems that they were facing didn't feel like problems that you face at year 12 of being in a relationship. They are like problems from year 2 or 3.
Yeah.
They didn't feel like that big or serious or like relationship ending as they were trying to make them seem.
Yeah, like they're having problems like finding out your partner likes Harry Potter more than like Star Wars.
I mean, I think it was a little bit more it was basically about like
which is a crazy opinion to have.
Yeah. Like the wife was like, I've only ever done what everybody wanted me to do, and you always just try and step in and save me, and I just want to be my own person. Which is like a valid problem to have. But I think when I want to read about a long-term relationship, I think part of the problem is that it's not a problem, but I was hoping it would be more relatable for me.
Sure.
They don't have kids.
Oh, yeah.
And not that they have to have kids, but it adds a whole different layer to a long-term relationship to also be parents.
Yeah.
So I think it just didn't really resonate with me. Anyway, and also the freaking sex scenes were weird. They were weird, okay?
I'm anti-sex scenes.
It was bad. I think that, anyway, I'm not going to get into it.
I'm not.
2.5 stars is what I rated this book.
Not great.
Not great. The second book I read in the month of March is called The Chalice and the Blade by Riane, I believe. Riane Eisler. And this is a nonfiction book that is written by the woman who made a bunch of discoveries about the types of civilizations and communities that existed pre like written word or written history.
Like, okay.
Okay.
Cool. Sorry.
And basically she talks about how they functioned in those societies, and specifically how there was no patriarchy.
Boo.
There was no capitalism.
How
there
do you
was
make
no,
money?
I know. Isn't that wild? The secret is they didn't.
No pretend free market? What the shit?
So, just a lot of how like success was marked by the overall well-being of the community and the people, and whether or not they were thriving, and less about like how much they had, how much land, how many things, how much money. Like none of that mattered as much as just people being well.
It's probably such a fulfilling life.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
no doubt, like, harder
For sure.
in most ways, but like, I feel like you just feel at the end of every day, you're like, damn, that was a good day, bro.
Yeah.
I had like speared like 4 deer.
Yeah, right?
Me and
Do actual
me
things.
and Milady smacked the peace pipe
Milady.
by the bonfire, and
And
like,
yeah, I
yeah,
agree. I feel like it would be, and I think if I remember correctly, there was also a lot of talk about, obviously, gender roles not really being a thing, because like gender wasn't really,
sure,
you
yeah.
know, and so it's
Wait,
just
but how is
interesting.
that possible? Never mind. We're not gonna get into it right now.
It was a really good book. It's also nice and short and just rich in information that would be helpful for anyone. So
Cool.
4 stars.
Sounds quite interesting. My first book of the March
The March.
was The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson.
Brandon. Nice.
Sorry, everybody. I'm so chill. I'm just so chill right now. I'm like so comfy.
It's a really comfy couch.
Yeah.
You got the best spot.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson was, without a doubt, a step down from Mistborn Final Empire.
Unfortunately.
However, it still smacks. I gave it 4 stars.
It is
out of
really
5
good.
stars. Mainly, I think it was a step down because the beginning is quite boring.
Sorry, Brandon.
Yeah, the first couple hundred pages were not super interesting.
No.
There was a couple things that happened that were pretty interesting that I won't say because
Spoilers.
I just feel like you should read the book
Yeah.
because it is still a good book. My main qualm is that some of the characters just make decisions that I don't feel like are very like realistic for like the situations that they're in.
Yeah.
There's a part where they're trying to find out about a guy. I'll say that pretty vaguely, but it seems to take a backseat to other things that are happening.
Yeah.
That it seems like
maybe that should be
you got to find
more important to you.
Probably should find out about the guy.
Yeah.
But when you do find out about the guy, that part is sick.
Yeah.
When it finally happens.
Yeah.
All the other plot line or like stories were cool. The ending is sick.
Yeah.
Classic B. Sanderson shit,
Yeah.
where the ending is insane. Let me just
Checks notes.
yeah. Sazed
Oh, Sazed
is the GOAT. He is by far my favorite character. When he does Farukami, it's so cinematic and like just so sick, dude.
Yeah.
And yeah, love him. Also, Elm was really good in this book.
Yeah.
Elm's my silver medal of characters in the book.
That's so fair.
He goes on a journey, dude. He really has like the most character development I feel like in the book.
think so,
Like
too.
Vin is like does, but it's not
the same.
on the same level as
No.
Elm. He really goes through some shit.
Yeah.
And learned some lessons.
Yeah. Made some choices.
Yes.
Yeah.
I liked it. 4.5. Nope, 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 stars.
It is good.
Good book. Great book.
You got to read it because you got to get to the third one.
Everyone's hyping it up, which scares me.
That's
but I'm
fair.
sure it'll be
That's super
good.
fair. I really did love it though. So
Yeah.
especially if you love Says It, I think you're gonna be fine.
Yay!
Yay!
Says it is
Says
my
it.
goat. I would die for Sid if he was real.
I wish, man.
I wish he could teach me. Well, I guess it's genetic.
Harukumi?
Never mind.
Oh yeah.
I don't get any good genes.
What?
I
We
can't.
share genes.
I can't do any.
How can you say that?
I can't cast any spells. I can't swing the Great Hammer very well.
Oh, I'm gonna try really hard to not take that as a diss.
You can't cast any spells either, motherfucker.
Oh, but I got great genes. I'm cool.
You don't have magic spell casting genes.
I don't have magic genes.
You can't even. You can't even burn tin, bro. Messed up.
Oh boy.
We don't come from a noble bloodline. Just kidding. Sorry, Mom and Dad. I love you. I just wish that I could cast a spell.
Do magic, okay?
Or like had giant strength. You know what? That's actually on me. I should exercise. Okay, do your books now. I'm sorry.
Okay. The next book I read in March is Stoner by John Williams.
Is it about weed?
I wish.
Just kidding. I know what it's about.
That is not the first time that I've been asked that question.
Speaking to your mic.
Oh, sorry. No, it's not about weed.
Yeah.
It's about a bro.
Hell yeah.
A guy, just a regular old farmer.
It's cool when guys are just being dudes, but like in a non-problematic way.
Yeah. I mean, some of the things he does are problematic, in my personal opinion.
Well, I've been reading a book that's about like guys being dudes, but in like a really problematic and like, damaging way.
Yeah, that's super fair.
So,
not the same.
Yeah.
Anyways, I really, really liked this book. It's definitely a book about pretty much nothing. It's just following Stoner through his life, which is just a very normal person life. Like there's nothing grand or crazy about the life he lives. It's pretty regular, but I think that's what makes the book really beautiful. Because it's written so well, it just is. It like shows the beauty and also like sadness and depth and color to what it is to live a normal life and be a human and
to go to college, learn about English or whatever.
And I feel like even just that, like the going to college is just like a small part of the whole who he is and how his life evolves.
I just know that because it's on.
That's how it starts for sure.
On the synopsis or whatever it's called.
But I don't know, like there's so many cool, like thought-provoking themes in the book just about being human and what that looks like, which I feel like if I get into them I will be spoiling things, but
sure.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I wasn't expecting it to be as like introspective as it was.
Sure, yeah.
So I gave it a 4.
It's that one guy's favorite book, the guy at Barnes & Noble that works there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you were with me when. Oh wait, no, that was Shelby.
I was gonna say I wasn't with you, but on for that guy.
When I bought it, he was like, "This is my favorite book ever.
Wow,
you're gonna love it or whatever."
I mean, it is really good.
And I was like,
"I'll say that."
I said, "Word." I'm excited to read it.
Word, brother. Anyway, the next one I read in March is Dungeon Crawler Carl. We have it right there. That one by Matt
Dinniman.
And we have already shared our thoughts exponentially on this book.
Yeah, click on the video that's right here.
Ding, ding, ding.
I don't know if that's a thing I can do.
I don't know, but we'll find out. If not, that was really embarrassing. Anyway, I loved it. It was basically impossible for me to put it down. I gave it 4 stars.
I also gave it 4 stars. It's also the second book I read in March. I also thought it was really fun and hard to put down, and I can't wait to continue.
Yee-hoo.
I think there's 7.
7?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
Luckily, they're so easy to read, and they're not that big.
That's super fair. Though my only beef I have with this series is that I can't get it at the freaking library.
Really?
No.
I didn't know that.
The only place I've been able to, like, I can't borrow it. I have to purchase it in some format.
I'm not we already know that I can't go to the library.
I am very much a library girl.
I'm a book purchaser. I'm throwing my money. I was gonna say down the drain, but that's not even true because I love having the book.
Yeah, I do too. But I read 7 books last month. Can you imagine if I bought all of those?
No, that's
crazy.
I only read 3 to 4.
So anyway, I'll figure it out. Obviously, I'm gonna buy them because I have to read them.
Yeah.
But still annoying. It's beef I have. Anyway.
Thanks, Trump.
Yeah. Anyway, the next book I read in March is The Blacktongue Thief by Christopher Buehlman.
The Buellster, as they call him.
This book was fun. Like, so fun. It is also another fairly plotless book. Like, it's kind of just about guys hopping from place to place doing quest type things. Like, there's no overarching theme. It's just like guys hanging out, doing things.
Guys
Questing.
being dudes.
And by guys, I should say just people because there's also women.
I feel like guys is gender neutral.
That's fair. Anyway, but the main reason that this book is so fun and so compelling is because of the way that the main character is written. He's just silly. He's witty and a little bit crass, and also just like kind of a good dude in a way. Like you can tell he just has a good heart somewhere in there, you know? So he's fun to root for and he makes you laugh. So I really enjoyed it. It was hard for me to put down. I was really engaged from the start just because of like the way his inner monologue is, you know?
Yeah. I'm excited to read it.
It was really fun. I gave it 4 stars.
Should be in my house on the Monday.
Woohoo!
Yippee!
Yippee!
Do I do mine now?
I have 2 left, so you choose.
You have 2 left?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna do mine.
Do it.
My third and final book for March. One of the most freaking... It's a banger.
It's a banger.
Malice by John Gwynne.
I literally could cry about how happy I am that you liked this book.
Beats ass.
I'm so nervous.
It beats ass, dude.
It's so good.
Here's the thing about me that's like pretty important to my character and like personality.
Okay. Okay.
I fucking love swords, dude. I love when dudes are using swords. That shit is awesome.
And when you get the freaking what's the word I'm looking for? Where it's just like the learning segment of someone figuring out how to do swords.
Yeah.
What do they call that?
Training sequence.
Yeah, the training sequence. Corbin's training sequence
with
in this?
With Gar. Gar?
Yeah, Gar.
Dude.
It's so good. We love Gar.
Yeah, Guys with Swords is my favorite genre.
I also
Once again,
love
guys is gender neutral in my mind. It's probably not, but I think it is. So yeah, this book has a lot of characters who all have weird names that are sometimes vaguely similar. It has a lot of setup, and it's really good. I think that you have to, when you read this book, because you will, just be okay with being confused for the first little bit. It's not boring to read, but it is like, just there's so many points of view that it gets a little confusing.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, everything will come together, and you will be like, damn, John Gwynne is crazy.
A master doing all this setup for us.
Just be okay with being confused for a little bit, and it will pay off in a crazy way. Like the ending is so like adrenaline pumping.
Yeah.
Is that thing that happens?
Yeah.
I don't know. And also sad.
So sad.
Yeah.
So sad.
When there's a guy in the book, and at one point he gets a sword. Yeah. That's a real big highlight for me in the book is when the guy gets his sword.
When the guy gets the sword.
Yeah. Also, this world is like, I don't know. I feel like I've read a lot of books, but I really haven't. And
I feel like you have.
It's like a fantasy world that's like pretty devoid of like fantasy magic.
Yes.
It has magic, but not in wizard type way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's so awesome. It just makes the world feel like just different, and like it feels kind of like dark in a way.
Yes.
It's like
I agree.
It's like not having electricity almost.
Yes.
Like it feels like, oh, this is a fantasy book. They should be able to like I don't know, cast fireball, but like that's not how it works.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I like the
It's
way he
awesome.
sets up the world a lot.
It's so the world is so
It's so
sick.
good.
There's some cool ass monsters.
Yeah, and I feel like there's more like creatures and monsters and magic
Yeah.
the further you get along into the
Sure,
series
sure.
too.
Yeah, they like set up a little bit of like elemental shit, but it's not like I just like that it's not like I don't know. It's not just like regular like D&D ass fantasy.
Yeah. It has its own feeling to
Yeah.
it for sure. Yeah.
Banger.
It's so good.
Would
You
recommend.
have to read it.
4.5 out of 5 stars. Jesus Christ.
It really is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to keep reading them. I think you're gonna like the series.
Yeah. I want to talk about it, but we can't.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough way to end and have to like go to a next book after that ending. Yeah. I picked it up from the library the next day.
The ending is one of my favorite like book endings that I've read in my life thus far.
It's really
like
good.
I like a Sanderlanche, but like I don't, dude. John Gwynne's like he's out Sanderlanching the Sanderlancher. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It feels different. I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know, like in Sanderson's books, it's like craziness for 200 pages.
Yeah, it's definitely longer.
Yeah, but this feels like every like John Gwynne was setting it up from chapter 1.
Yes.
Like so
And that's
many
what I mean
things
is
just like click into place at
Yeah.
the very end, and it's so good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. I guess in like Sanderson books, there's like different parts.
Yeah.
Is like a big difference. Like
Yeah.
this is like, yeah, just one thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what I was saying before is like you just got to lock in and like eventually everything just clicks into place.
Yes.
And
it's amazing.
You finish reading it and then you throw the book down and stand up and just go, you know.
Yeah, casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I do at least. I don't know.
Oh boy, I'm so happy you liked that. Okay, my last two. Open Throat by Henry Hoke. I gave this 3.5 stars. Because mostly I really liked it and I liked the themes. There were occasionally some parts in this book that I was like, ooh, not for me.
Ooh.
Don't love. Gross.
Brother, ooh.
And I don't really feel like I can tell you a ton about it because it's one of those books that you kind of just have to go in blind for it to work for you.
Yeah.
But if reading about a queer mountain lion who is desperate to not be alone, that grew up in like the foresty, mountainy area under the Hollywood sign in LA,
Los Angeles.
then you should read this book.
Does he ever eat acai bowls?
No.
Oh.
He eats a lot of garbage.
Mm.
The homeless people accidentally feed him.
Ooh.
In the homeless camp.
Interesting.
So it's good. I think it touches on lots of really important things. It's just also weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, if that sounds intriguing to you, you should read it. And then my last book for the month of March is this one, Shark Heart by Emily Habeck.
Shark fart.
So I had a friend, or was it a friend? Maybe I just saw TikTok. They seem like my friends. That described this book like when your partner comes up to you and says, if I turned into a worm, would you still love me? That is basically this book.
And you should always respond with, no, why are you asking me that?
Don't do that.
That's a weird thing to say to somebody.
Anyway, in this book, it's set in like a very normal world, except that some people are born with the type of genetics that as they get older, they'll eventually turn into an animal, and they like take years and years and years to transform, I guess.
Dude, it'd be so sick if you were born and you had like bald eagle genes. Like, yeah, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a fucking bald eagle, bro.
Yeah, it was really interesting how she wrote about it. Because it happens really slowly for people.
Yeah.
And so you kind of have to, like, the people in your life become like very full-time caretakers for a long time. And the person, like the main character in this book, the spouse is supposed to transform into a great white shark. So the
Okay.
last, month or so is pretty scary and like dangerous, and
So
people get hurt. And
do they like get parts of animals like what like when you turn like 18, do you get like your eagle talons? Like how does it work? Like are you slowly like actually taking on the physical features of the bird or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yes.
So like one day they woke up and they had like gills? Wait, sharks have
yeah.
sharks have gills,
Yeah, they
right?
do.
Okay.
I can't remember. I feel like I wish I could remember exactly how his started. I think he had physical symptoms first, like being dehydrated all the time.
You gotta get in the ocean,
like
bro.
Anyway, it's very interesting. And just like really beautiful.
Yeah.
And really thought provoking, and just this idea of like how do you love people when you know you're losing them? Like that is the only option,
Yeah.
And taking on the burden of caring for the people you love, like it was really, really beautiful. So more
Sounds
emotional than I thought.
sad.
It is. It is really sad.
Yeah.
I didn't think the ending was too sad though.
That's
So
good.
that's good. Anyway, 4 stars.
Because the shark's partner learned how to do scuba diving so that they could kick it.
I will not be giving anything away.
Or
Go read the book.
They got like a really big shark tank and they house like the guy from Despicable Me that's got the shark tank.
That would be
in their house.
horrible. Sharks don't want to live like that.
Yeah. But what if it was to be with someone you love?
But what if when you become a shark you forget and you just want to be a shark?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Rough time.
Okay, well, I don't have any more books. I only read 3 books in March. It was a month and it happened.
You know what? The books that you did read
All bangers.
were really good.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a win.
I also read every single day. I've been doing such a good job.
Good job. What's your streak number?
Every day that's been in the year so far.
Oh.
I wasn't keeping track on Fable most of last year because I just forgot to. I'm just bad at clicking on the app.
Yeah.
But this year, for some reason, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna actually track. So like starting January 1st, I've had all the days are green.
Heck yeah.
So that's like 96 days or something.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good job.
Thanks.
That's the only goal I set for myself this year.
I feel like it's a much better goal.
I think so too.
I don't want to burden myself like, oh, you have to read 10 books a month, because then I'm just gonna speed read shit and not
exactly. Hot take, but because I did that, I stopped listening to audiobooks at 2 times speed.
Oh, really?
I now consistently listen somewhere between, depending on the author, 1.5 and 1.75.
Yeah, the only time I ever do 2 times speed is if I'm listening and reading at the same time. Because
that makes sense. Yeah.
I read, you read faster than whatever. But I'm usually at 1.5-er.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't want to miss things. It's
Yeah.
easier to digest when it's not that fast.
Yeah. Cool.
Anyway.
We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Oh, surprise!
We're gonna be doing 2 videos a week.
And we're starting a new series.
It's called Read the Books We Like, Please.
Or else.
We're gonna convince you to read books that we think are really good.
Or. No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go there.
They'll all be, so like Mondays will be like this kind of video that's a little bit longer, and Thursday will be just like a little treat.
A little extra.
Or a little burden if you only watch this because you want us to be happy. I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay.
More content you have to consume.
Yeah. Love you. Bye.
Bye.